We are reviewing Season 3 of Grizzly Tales. I'm excited, I hope you're excited, because this is going to be peak. The stomach episode. So, Ellen asks for a stomach, because, you know, she's gluttonous, because Grizzly Tales really loves fat little girls for some weird reason. And, you know, she gets a stomach. Fucks around a bit. Abandons it, and it wants to kill her. But you know what? I'm on the side of evil. You can call me as bad as you want, but I know I compare a stomach to a dog, but I'm comparing a stomach to, you know, what's in my stomach right here. My intestines. Imagine if I gave you a bunch of human intestines as a pet, and said, oh yeah, keep it as a pet. You know, like, she got humiliated by them, she got arrested by it, she got exiled by it, like, yeah. And honestly, I'd even say fuck her parents, because the parents also wanted her to keep it in a bag till Christmas. To have a whole, it's a living creature, empathize with it. And so you're going to keep it in a bag for 2 days. The episode's a 2 out of 10, it sucked. The upper stomach just sucked in my opinion. Knockdown Ginger. Honestly, I didn't like the episode. It's just too random. It was about a rich neighborhood, and the termites ate them. I never really watched Season 3, so most of these episodes I'm seeing for the first time. And to be honest, the other episodes were just way more iconic, so I have more sympathy for them. But these I just don't. Like, I still like them, but man, Season 3, just I'm not liking. You know, you wanna know how much this episode's getting? Okay, first of all, the episode's about a guy. They didn't unditch him. They keep doing it. He uses his termites to eat the boy inside out and eat the house. And honestly, the episode's just it's just a 4 out of 10, honestly. The Locked Door. Honestly, I loved it. It showed me that Season 3 is still Grizzly Tales I love. The episodes was peak. The characters were peak. It was a cool story. I liked how Ashna, the main character, was fascinated by the spirit, even though he physically made her have nightmares. She wanted to know what was behind the locked door. And it was cool her parents were deaf. The thing is that the episode makes you believe well supernatural isn't real because he's a human. Because, you know, she physically touches him and he's okay. He eats food. He cuts himself. Not like edgily, I mean he accidentally. By the end, when she's about to jump out of his lap, he teleports. Which, to be honest, I don't even blame him. I mean, I don't want to sound mean here, but a heavy girl like her, and you're really skinny, ready to crush your legs with her fat ass, wouldn't you run away? And I mean that she's fat. No. Yeah, I mean that she's fat. Yeah, the episode was a 10 out of 10. Simon Sulks. I honestly really liked the episode. And honestly, I think it's another 10 out of 10. And I liked how Simon, was searching up Nordic traditions and seeing the story of the trolls. Trigger warning, they do use a slur in this episode. I won't say it, even though I am a part of this group of people that the slur is used against. I'm not going to say the slur, but yeah. The episode was good. I really liked it. It was funny. I'm not saying the slur was funny. The rest of the episode, I mean. The showing the past of Nordic was cool. And I actually can relate with Simon. I've never moved. And I wanted to move. But when my mom was saying we're moving when we were like 13, I didn't want to move. Now I'm 19 and honestly I would want to move. I love my house, but it would be cool to have my own room. Me and James don't have to make videos in together. But yeah, the episode's a 10 out of 10 honestly. Sorry this took so long, but the Urban Fox. Honestly, I really liked it. The episode was cool. It was fun. The urban fox was great. I don't like how they treat people from the city as people from the. I don't like how they treated people from the countryside as idiots. But it's okay. The episode's funny. The animation is cool. I don't like how Elvis could speak. I feel like they could have done ways for making Elvis not talk. I don't like the, but Elvis, don't care if it's Billy Joe, he's going down. That was funny. The episode was funny. I like how they talk about how beautiful a city can be. Because what's for like, the city shit. I want to go a countryside. So I like how beautiful a show city can be. And that, you can find beauty in stuff like a city. I think the episode is honestly a 8 out of 10. Nah. 6 out of 10. Sorry for being late. The bed bugs. I actually really like this episode. It is a classic Grizzly Tales. It has a kid who's mischievous, a force of nature takes it to make the kids pay. I like how it's like everyone, it's about animals. That was a big theme of season 1. You had, you had the chocolate episodes, the litter bug episodes. Well, a big theme of the show, So it's good to see a return. And because it has so much classic ones, it just feels like a 10 out of 10. The episode's funny with I said it's come back when you're done changing, not into this. The kid bit a lot of people, which is funny, and it's funny. I liked the bug, but she is clearly a race traitor. She's a bug. She's a bed bug. Turned the boy into a bed bug, then betrayed him, killing him. Fucking race traitor. But still, 10 out of 10. Spoiled Sport. Honestly, I really liked it. It was pretty cool. I liked how the episodes was about the Tooth Fairy. The main character, Baby, was pretty cool, and Girl was pretty cool. I liked, they added more to the Tooth Fairy universe. Like adding an elf and Toad and a rival again. It's pretty cool. I liked how evil the parents were. Like, they're feeling evil. They wouldn't give Baby anything. They didn't even give them names. I think Girl was honestly not that evil. Like, yeah, she was a sport. Yeah, she was a jerk, but at the end of the day, she only was a sport because that's the way she was raised by her dickish parents. If you're wondering how much I'm gonna rate the episode, I think it's a 10 out of 10. It was really fun. Pie Man, I actually really liked it. The story was entertaining. I liked it was all based off Scottish mythology, like Loch Ness Monster, and they said Baron, and don't suck your thumb. They said in a really Scottish accent, so I liked it. It was a really Scottish show, which is pretty patriotic, so that's pretty cool. I also liked the whole why are you saying. I liked how the mom said, "Why are you saying that to my child?" And she says, the nurse says, "If you want your son to survive, I'm trying to help him." And she's like, "You're not helping shit." And at the end, she realizes she was right. I liked how the dad was excited filled. That was pretty cool to have a nervous dad, but not make him an idiot. He genuinely cared about his son and genuinely worked hard. He just had anxiety over his son, which makes sense. If I had to rank this episode, it is a 10 out of 10 personally. Head in the Clouds. Honestly, I really liked it. I liked how creative it was. With the main character's head coming off, and the body shop opening his head, seeing his brain. Pretty cool effect. I liked that at the end of the episode, they think he was joking because, it's not like the other parents are mean to him. They were just joking around. So, at the end, they're quite shocked. And, it ends with him looking around, but he's trapped. As I said, this show really loves its I have no mouth but I must scream ass sentence. At the end of the day, the show, this episode's quite good. I liked it. I like the creative effect with the of the cotton looking like clouds, and I also liked the effect of the body shop and the way the surgery was made. I think the episode's a 8 out of 10. Dirty Birdie, absolute peak episode. It has everything you need. A miserable child who won't learn their lesson, and some chaotic action, and a sick ending. First of all, I liked the alien that Dirty Birdie meted as a kid, but I realized this guy's an asshole who doesn't care about Dirty Birdie's survival. He only cares about himself and tries to talk over him all the time to explain his side of the story. When he's trying to explain to him, it won't work. And, takes his life, obviously. Second, Putrid is a nonce. She's 150 years old. She sees a 10-year-old little boy and marries him. There's no way you can say it. She is a fucking pedo. What? But genuinely, I like the episode. Not because the main villain's a pedo. What? But because, I don't know, the episode was fun. It was definitely funny. What definitely makes it feel weird is they have an ad in the paper for little girls to date this guy. The main Dirty Birdie. I'm like, did that work? Like, could you just say I have a son? And then could you just kidnap children? Like, it's like, Junior, I'm not trying to sound weird, but, like, some weirdos could do that, right? Like, I don't want to sound weird, but, like, it's a bit weird. Just a bit weird. But yeah, I liked the episode. Definitely a 10 out of 10. Crocodile Tears. Honestly, I really liked it. I honestly liked the family. Like, one of my favorite parts is that most of the parents don't show they love their kids, in my opinion. They show they care about them, but it's always like, don't do this or you'll be sorry. He genuinely says he loves his wife and daughter. So that's pretty cool. Something dumb is that the main character says to a duck that literally comes out of her eye, I don't believe you. Like, it's a supernatural duck. How could you not believe him? Like, imagine if I cried and this went, and this duck came out. And I said, I don't believe you. That's just stupid. Then we see Sawi Sawi, the main villain, the crocodile monster, and he eats the door alive. But the mom and dad both cry, and we see him in the water. Is he mocking them, or are they crocodile tearing over her death? The episode's a 10 out of 10, if you're wondering. Pretty good. Little Fingers. Honestly, I really liked this one. I liked the whole ransom thing. It wasn't a monster. It wasn't some beast. It wasn't some demon. It was a human. It was the mafia. The main character had fiddling problems with his fingers, which I can relate with. I feel like sometimes it's just easy to touch stuff when you want to. But I also liked the main character was quite funny. The show, the episode was good. I liked the whole ransom thing where they cut a finger off every day. It was pretty cool. But I do feel bad for kids because it says the devil's in his fingers, and then you see the devil when the camera looks at him and then he runs himself fingers. Technically meaning this kid was possessed by Satan. He wasn't a bad kid, he was just, possessed by the devil. So you're not really a bad person, you're just controlled by Lucifer, which is really sad, so I feel bad for this kid. God forgive me. Well, okay, Season 3 in general. It had a lot of stinkers. A lot of the episodes just felt like repeats of Season 1 and 2, but just kind of crappier. Wasn't terrible, but just slightly boring. Maybe I watched it really late and I just feel tired, but to me, it's just a bit boring. It wasn't as good as I thought it would be. So to me, I had a lot of problems. The craveness, gladly, was still very crave, but it's all problems. So it was good. I liked season 3, but definitely, it was good. The creativity was cool. But if I had to rank the whole season, it's getting a 6 out of 10. It wasn't really that good.